24 are also under your budget, which is fantastic. We've got this room in black with gold hardware.
This is a day in the life of my rich grandma here in Dubai. Today, guys, she passed by me with her car and she told me she wants to take me shopping because the weather is becoming cold here.
A white egg-like object with no visible propulsion system or engine. Whistleblower Jake Barber sitting down with our News Nation special correspondent Ross Coulthard, breaking down shocking claims about a UFO crash retrieval program. For years, people like David Grush and Lou Elizondo have alleged the existence of such a program, but now this decorated Air Force veteran says he knows it is true because he says he was a part of it. The whistleblower claiming he was contracted as a helicopter pilot to retrieve all kinds of crashed craft. He says some of non-human origin. Those experiences affecting his life to this day. And he's not the only one. Multiple others trained at the elite levels of the U.S. military also coming forward. I spoke with News Nation special correspondent and investigative journalist Ross Coulthard about this exclusive reporting. Here's part of our conversation. This never before seen video of the alleged UFO crash retrieval. Ross, can you talk us through it? Can you break it down for us? What makes this so remarkable?
We've known for years from reports, even those held by the US government, that there are egg-shaped craft objects that have been seen by prominent, reputable witnesses, military officials, senior scientists, and a lot of these have been seen and reported on ranges such as Area 51, China Lake, and a lot of the Los Alamos nuclear laboratories. You'll find those in the historical record. What's interesting is, for years I've been talking to people who've been telling me that these eggs are one of the more common shapes that you see of these alleged NHI craft. And it's fascinating to finally see one on video, confirmed provenance.
One of the most shocking claims from this whistleblower, he believes he was possessed during a retrieval. Let's take a quick listen to this together.
As I came over this object for the pit, there was this overwhelming sense of emotion.
Is it your feeling? Are you suddenly having a mental breakdown on the job?
No, I felt like something connected with me. Once it was just me and that object. In between the pick and the drop site, there's about 20 miles in between. I felt like something was inside of me. I felt like I was possessed by the most beautiful spirit I've ever been possessed by.
He's emotional here. Ross, what do you make of these claims? Because it really struck me. You even asked him in the middle of this interview, were you having a mental breakdown on the job? Do you believe that Mr. Barber is credible, that he is sound of mind?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. No, I've got no doubt at all. I mean, Mr. Barber has been running operations for a very prominent aerospace company on a very, very secure military range right up until very, very recently. I'm sure he has passed all of the scrutiny and tests that have been provided by the government to ensure that the right people are in the job. I have spoken over many years now to many people who are experiencers, particularly, interestingly enough, Tier 1 operators, people who've operated at the very elite of special forces, and not just in America. A lot of these soldiers have had these encounters, these sensations. And frankly, what's fascinating is all of them describe them as profoundly life-changing spiritual experiences. And I know people might giggle and laugh at such an idea, but I think we are on the edge, Natasha, of a profound paradigm shift in human understanding of the phenomenon. We are about, I think, to find out the full truth about what these UAPs are.
It's incredibly courageous, and a lot of consideration has gone into Mr. Barber's decision to come forward. I know there have been some shocking allegations from whistleblowers, some going as far claiming people have been killed to cover this up. Is that correct?
Yes, there have allegedly been murders. I've spoken directly to people who've been threatened with death. I'm talking to people inside the Legacy program who have flatly been told that if they speak out, their families and they will be killed. This is a US government program that is being protected at all costs by the people inside the government who are terribly, terribly worried about saving their hides. And this is the issue. It's being done without any kind of proper accountability. My understanding is it's justified under some flimsy legal pretext that there was an order made by a president right back in the 1950s. But that doesn't justify why it's being kept secret from Congress or successive presidents.
Yeah, we have a new president coming in. I know you spoke to President-elect Trump's son, Don Jr., this week about this special. Let's actually take a quick listen to this clip, and we'll get your reaction on the other side.
Whether it's my father or I'm sure Joe Biden or other presidents, that deep state sort of gives someone enough information to get the answer that they want, but not all of the information to get the answer that perhaps that person would actually give if they actually had all of that information.
I'd love to hear one day what your dad would say about this and how much he's actually being told, because I know that he's been partially briefed, partially read into the UAP program.
And you say partially. Does it surprise you that even presidents may not know all of the details about UAPs, UFOs?
It shocks me, Natasha. It absolutely shocks me. The Commander-in-Chief is responsible for the defence and the national security of the United States. He or she should know, of course they should know, about technology and technology advances that could help everyone on this planet.
Frustration spilling over in